Good afternoon, diecast friends, enthusiasts from around the world. Welcome to England. It's a sunny early Monday afternoon, so I guess most of you, by the time I've uploaded this, will be viewing this early Tuesday into Wednesday and beyond. Ratblack's diecast issued a challenge, and I've never done one of these before, so I thought, yeah, let's take part. Let's see what's in my collection. I've enjoyed seeing other participants, and again, it highlights and illustrates perfectly that we're all the same and all a little bit different, and it's these little differences that make it interesting. The more I started thinking about this challenge, the more thought it provoked, because I'm in the same light as maybe David Beeson and Rat himself, in the respect that I don't profess to be a Corvette fan. And yet, a quick flick through my collection and the growing Plano cases yielded about 25 castings. Now, I didn't even know I had that many, because, you know, sometimes you just collect these things, they get filed away. And I couldn't believe how many Corvettes I had. Some, like these ones in front of you down here, these are uninspiring, really, to me. And the more I thought about it, I thought, well, how the hell have I come to have so many in my collection? And I think what I concluded was that the Corvette is a bit like Marmite, Vegemite to our Australian friends. It's something you either love or hate. And the more I delved into it and the more I looked at these things close up, I think for me, it's as simple as this. Corvette have made some beautiful, or Chevy I should say, Chevy have made some beautiful shaped Corvettes, and they've absolutely put out some turkeys as well that really shouldn't have carried the name of a fine tradition. I know there's a friend to the community and a good friend to myself, Chris Smith. I call him the Corvette King. He loves them. But I think this thing, you know, is from the 80s. Has it got some Trans Am in it? I think it's got some Trans Am in it, but without the Trans Am style. I think this is awful. I really do. I don't know, there might be a little bit of Porsche in there from the 80s as well. I think they nicked a few bits and never really nailed that one. Subsequently, things like this. It just looks like, you know, if you had two oars on the side, you'd have a rowing boat. It's just not graceful or eloquent. I think, if anything, this tuned up version is a lot more fun. But anyway, all these in front here, with the exception of this, they're coming out the way because they didn't make, excuse me, they didn't make my top 10. And as we go through my top 10, you'll maybe understand my motivation for it. I hope we see eye to eye. I don't see why not. So, this one obviously is a carded one. I've got the full set of the Fast and the Furious. And this one's the Corvette Grand Sport Roadster. I've seen Gary do this one before on one of my favourite videos of his. That doesn't make the list either. Like I say, my opinion of Corvettes is so-so. I can take them or leave them. But then, as we go through my top 10, you'll see that they just hit it so right in some places, and then I think they're quite easy to fall in love with. So some of you might have saw this one that I did a wheel swap. This is going tomorrow morning, as I've already mentioned to my good friend Chris Jones. Did a simplistic wheel swap, and this is a modern incantation of the Corvette, and I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. But yeah, it's okay. So just before I get into my top 10, if I put this one on the rotisserie, again, you've all seen this one. Oh, he's made a break for freedom. But we've all seen this one. And again, the greenwood is a strange thing. Because I looked at them and I thought, oh God, these things are so ugly. But then I got 1 or 2 variations and 1 or 2 premiums, and I suddenly started to see something in the green wood. This casting, although it's, you know, it's obviously a Hot Wheels, the paintwork's nice, there's some decent tempo, and I like the Chevrolet badge picked out on the side there. But again, finished off horribly with white plastic, lots of it. You know, that's not nice. Over busy tempo work. So we all know this casting, but following on, check them wheels out, remember them wheels. And what I'll do is I'll put on the rotisserie as I'm going. That is the same car, believe it or not. All I've done, as you saw in a video or 2 ago, detempo them. I've got a little bit more to do around the light cluster there. But all I've done is remove the tampos and changed to a complementary set of gold spoke wheels. And this is another one that's going to Chris. He loves a Corvette. He's got lots and lots and lots and lots. Probably way more than any of us. But that, to me, look at that now, broadside. That's a thing of beauty. And that's why I like the greenwood. You see it like that and it's monstrous. It is monstrous. So there's 2 customs I've done, simplistic customs for my friend. Chris, they're in the post tomorrow. So let's get into my top 10. Well, when we're talking about Corvettes, you have got to start beyond any doubt and put this beauty on. This is a Matchbox casting, and this for me is probably the second most beautiful Corvette out there. It's a 62 vet, and it's a legendary casting. This has only made it because, again, you can see some light detail there on the front and a little bit on the back there coming round. This, as I've shown you before, was my first ever custom job. It was the Matchbox casting that was white with terrible flames, but this came to me in such a poorly condition that I just wanted to do something simplistic. So it's just got a copper colour on it. The wheels are original restored. There's my effort at painting some detail in the front there. I've learned this was a thing that was wrongly done, but it was a good learning curve and I'm still proud of it. But yeah, 62 vet, I think, as it comes around, that again, that this is a style icon, and this was, I say, the second most beautiful Corvette for me. Again, look at that sculpted door into the wing, and I think that's what makes it iconic. I've never seen one quite like that. So that's my first one in my top 10. And that's the Matchbox 62 vet. Second on the list, I think most of us have got one of these. And it's just that it's a bit different. And that's the Gas Monkey Corvette, of course. Again, it's not so much the shape, it's just the fact that it's, you know, the paint job and the motor are right. I think Hot Wheels have done this right. I like it. What's not to like about that? And I haven't got anything in the way of too many Gas Monkeys in my collection, so that was a welcome addition. Next on the rotisserie is just one that I got a couple of days ago from my good friend David Johns, and this is the Hot Wheels modern version of the Grand Sport Roadster. It looks like a Zamac, I'm not sure it is. I can't remember whether I saw that on the packet or not, but I like the shape. I like the hard top. I'm not a fan of the Corvette convertibles. But again, you've got that big old nose on it that's almost reminiscent of, you know, a classic Jaguar. I think they've took elements of that and, you know, paid their homage to past designers when things were curvy and beautiful. But yeah, the Grand Sport Roadster, I don't mind that at all. That makes number 3 on the list. There's quite a few premiums in this one as well, and this is a big old beast. This weighs so much, it's unbelievable. Again, this is a variation of the Greenwood. That classic date on there, 1976. He's trying to make a break for it as well, I can see, look. But it is such a big, heavy casting, and I believe this one was a special piece from the Silhouette collection. Again, it's all metal on metal, real riders. It is a substantial beast, and it is a very, very weighty casting. And again, David Johns seems to be sending me these Corvettes, but when they're done like this, fantastic. Can't fault that at all. And then following on with another Greenwood. Again, this is nothing that you haven't seen before, I would say. And this is another one from a Silhouette collection. Again, they've finished it with white plastic. I don't think there's any need for that. I think that's what ruins it. It's almost like Batmobile there from the front. Do we not think that swept-back window could possibly be? But yeah, why finish it off in white plastic underneath, especially when it reports to be a premium piece? Again, this here is a metal base, although it's sprayed white. But I like it, and I like this design on the bonnet as well. You know, this is nice tempo work, I think. But yeah, so that's number 5 in the collection. Coming into the top 5. Let me just check this one. Yeah, Corvette Z06 convertible. And we're back to a casting now that I think is lovely. Like I say, I think that's the only thing I can say about Corvette. Oh, well, he's obviously a prima donna, and yeah, I think that Corvette get it so right and so wrong in equal measures. Again, this is a premium piece, the first of the what I call true premium pieces, and this is another 62 vet. This is a Johnny Lightning version. We have got opening hood feature there. This one, again, simple paint job, nice wheels. Hey, it's a Johnny Lightning. Who don't like a Johnny Lightning? That even the name just says America to me. Johnny Lightning. Fantastic heritage. But yeah, as with usual Johnny Lightnings, you know, you get good detail, nice frame window, real riders, that classic swept-back piece. Grille picked out there, shark fin type things. Again, good detail on the back. I like that. And that's a weighty piece, and that's into the top 5. This is number 4. The Escapee was number 5. He won't be making the top 10 anymore. This one is a classic. Again, this is a Johnny Lightning. Oh, look at that. I mean, there's that sweeping curve, picked out in white. Again, I think we've all seen one like this. There's a lovely Corvette badge on the front and details. Good old Johnny Lightning. Fantastic casting. Not much more to say about that one, really. I don't want to waffle on and make this much over 15 minutes. Number 2 on the list was bought to me the other day by David Johns again. And again, Johnny Lightning, Goodyear rail riders, lovely flame work, not over the top. I mean, that front end saying, hey, I'm coming through, watch yourselves. But that is the latest addition to my Corvette collection, and yeah, obviously yet another premium. So by my reckoning, we've had at least seven premiums there and 2 customs. But yeah, again, all the Johnny Lightning traits, good detail, just quality in it, just quality. I wish we could get these things readily in the UK. I would be all over them. I'd be on it like a car bonnet. And number 1 in the list, again, this is a premium piece, and this for me is the greatest ever Corvette made. I say the 62 Vet is nice, but this one, again, metal on metal. I'm holding back for the grand reveal because this is beautiful. It has got such a beautiful cherry red metallic paintwork on it, and it's a heavy piece, and I love it. And this is my favourite casting of the Corvette Incantations, hoping that it stays on the turntable. The classic split rear windscreen Corvette Stingray. I mean, would you look at that? That ticks all the boxes for me on so many levels. As much as I like the other pieces, this one, I think it's, maybe the wheels could be better, but there's that classic split rear windscreen. Decent details on it. Badge on the rear bonnet mount. That is a thing of beauty. And that concludes my top 10. So in there you've had 7 premiums. In fact, you've had 3 customs as well. Chris the Corvette King, hope you like this show. Ratblack's diecast, check him out. He's a good friend to my channel. He has some very interesting content. He films things in a different style. You never know what you're going to get from the Rat, but just trust me when I tell you, it's all good. So thanks for laying down the challenge. Thanks for all the other participants. Sorry I'm a little bit behind this, but I had to crawl through my working week, and now I've got 18 days off and the sun is blazing and I have got nowhere to go. So we'll do some videos. In the meantime, you all take it easy. Try and enjoy whatever you're doing. Keep that social distancing, keep them masks on, keep safe, and we'll be speaking to you real soon. So extra special thanks to Rat's Diecast, or Ratblack's Diecast collection, and shout out for Chris Jones as always, the Corvette King. Take it easy. Speak to you soon. Bye bye.